Hey, good morning, Life Happens community. Look, today is a brand new day. We are seeing brand new mercies. And I just wanted to stop on real quick and talk to you guys about the dream, about the vision, about the plan. We've been talking about giving yourself grace over just the last year. And a few weeks ago, we had our conference about give yourself grace. But I came on for a quick second to encourage you that as you give yourself grace, please look at your situation. A lot of times, when you're closest to reaching your goal, when you're closest to just making it, that's when you come under the greatest attack. And it's so interesting because you will be at the place. I have been at the place, you have been at the place, we all have been at the place where things look like and seem like they are just about where we always wanted them to be. And then it hits us. And then the situation hits us. And then the circumstance hits us. And the situation and the circumstance that hits us a lot of times begins to discourage us. It begins to tell us, hey, this is the time to stop. This is not where we want to go. This is not what we want to do. But I encourage you this morning to pivot. I encourage you this morning to understand that sometimes when you go through a process, it doesn't look like you think it's going to look. When a doctor goes in to fix something that's wrong in your body and they have to cut you, surgery, even though you want the great outcome, it doesn't look pretty. And so sometimes when we're getting to the place where we want the good outcome, where we want this dream, where we are working for this vision, we get to see the ugly side of the surgery that it takes for us to get to the destination that we're trying to get to. The ugly end of the surgery, where it cuts out something that we think we want to hold on to and the pain that goes along with it. We get to see the ugly of the process. But I'm encouraging you today that as you get to the place where you can see the process doesn't look like you want it to look, it doesn't look like you want it to look, doesn't feel like you want it to feel. Give yourself some grace and understand that the process doesn't always look the way we want it to look, doesn't always feel the way we want it to feel, but the end of the situation is for your good. And so that's what I came in this morning to give you a quick motivational message. The picture doesn't look like it fits today. The pieces look like they're all out of order and nothing is coming into order. Nothing is coming into play the way you thought it was going to. But I want you to understand, no matter what you think, no matter what you're looking at, no matter what circumstances is coming about right now, that you are closer to reaching your goal. And don't give up. Begin to pivot. Look at the situation for what it is. I ask you, do you think Ezekiel, when he saw those dry bones come back to life, do you think that was a pretty picture? Think of what that looked like. Think of as skin and sinew and blood begin to go back into these these bones. Think of what it looked like. You got all this muck just coming together. But in the end, what stood up in front of him in the vision was a great army. Look, no matter what it looks like coming together, understand God has promised you something and it's going to happen. Give yourself some grace today. Keep going with the process. It may not feel like you want it to feel, but the process, the journey is what makes you who you become. And so sometimes we want to give up on the journey, but the journey is important. So I encourage you, go through the journey, go through the process and reach the goal, understanding that this is for you. What you're working for is exactly what you've been called to do. What you're working for is exactly what's taking you to the next level. What you're working for, the journey to what you're working for is going to make you who you need to be when you get there. Guys, give yourself grace. Don't forget, go back through all of the plans that you had, that you started. January 2025, your New Year's resolution. Go back. Don't forget to do this. Go through them. And whatever you haven't done, begin to work on it because you still have time to finish strong. Guys, I love you. I will see you next time. And remember, give yourself grace.